Hello, my name is Taylor Tracy, and this is my presentation on what I learned about theater directing for the duration of the Senior SOAR project. In this, I will describe being a theater director, specifically for the play Will, and what it takes to become a great theater director. I was able to discover this secret because my mentor, Mr. Christian Kiley, took me under his wing. And it all started with just a simple email. Hello, Mr. Kiley. I am emailing you today to put in my application for co-directing Will with not only you, but also Gabby and Kenny Gonzalez. To start with, I truly believe that Will is an extraordinary piece of literature. It captures the strength of females so entirely that not only does it show through characters like Amelia, but also through characters like Karina, Lunch Lady Linda, and of course Queen Elizabeth. Each of these characters shows the strength of a female, not only in the grand things, like Karina challenging Pierce, but also in how Lunch Lady Linda uses her strength to encourage and help students. Therefore, given the extremely prevalent theme in Will of female strength, I believe this play needs a strong female co-director. And yes, Gabby does provide this, however, the team is still overpowered by male energy. While this is not always a bad thing, I do believe in this case the female energy needs to be at least equal to the male. Furthermore, I believe that I can provide this for two reasons. The first, I have already proven with Rosie that I can fulfill this part. I can bring to life ideas that do not even come across other people's minds. The second is, I did that as a junior. This year, I am a senior, and I feel like this year is gleaming with possibilities for me. I feel that I have grown greatly since the production of Rosie, and I can continue to grow with the influence of two directors whose styles are unknown to me. All in all, I believe that I can do an even better job this year than I did last year, and I would love the chance to prove it to you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to read this, and I hope you will take me into full consideration for this role in the production of Will. Taylor Tracy. This email was my gateway into a whole new world of theater directing, guided by my mentor, Mr. Christian Kiley. One of the main things I learned was about helping an actor find their character while keeping their personal touches. I did this through guiding their movements and instructing the flow of their performance. Actors Juliana Garcia and Emily Clegg share some words on the subject of connections within theater.
As an actor, it's very important to connect with the audience because you need to remember that you're not necessarily, yes, you're acting for yourself because that's, as an actor, that's something you love, but then at the same time, people are there to feel emotion, to feel what the character is feeling and to be emotionally invested. So when you connect with the audience by either performing full frontal where you're talking directly to the audience, or at least if it's something that the audience can connect to, you make it apparent that you're there to connect with them. These characters that you're portraying are real people they can connect to. And that's very important as an actor.
Making connections to your castmates is very important when it comes to plays. It not only helps you create a greater bond with a character, but it helps you create a better bond with the person who's playing that character. So when you get on stage, you have this powerful connection that brings it out to the audience, and the audience feels more intrigued and more engaged and want to know more about the characters and want to know why this is happening to this specific character. This also ties in with the connection of the audience to the actors on stage.
Furthermore, I also learned better the importance of technicians. They give a production the feeling of a show. They highlight and emphasize the people on stage, better connecting them with the audience. Technician Leanna Gomez takes the time to explain why connections are so important for her and her team as technicians.
As a technician, I believe it's important to connect with the audience because if you know what the audience likes, you can try to cater something towards that, and it will make the experience more enjoyable for not only the audience but the technicians as well, since it's satisfying to hear reactions to things. It's also important for technicians to connect with actors, because then you can communicate ideas and make everything more enjoyable and sort of give you the image that you had in your head. And this makes everything kind of come together and have things work out easier with communication, and just gives a sense of family.
All in all, these connections make it easier to find our voice as an ensemble. Being heard is something that every single human being strives for. Whether when standing up for yourself or someone else, or when you are just speaking to your friends. The list could go on forever, because so often we just want to be heard. This is exemplified in Will, a play about speaking up, listening, and just the words themselves. This play was written by 3 amazingly talented artists who understand the power of words. Kenny Gonzalez Jr., Gabrielle Gonzalez, and Mr. Christian Kiley. They have depicted the struggles of knowing exactly what you want to say, but being unable to say it, or knowing you have a voice, but not knowing how to use it. These, among other battles, are portrayed through a gifted and radiant cast. These people are incredibly talented, and I could not have asked for a better group of artists to work with. And of course, nothing would be possible without our outstanding technical team. However, the connection of all these people, the writers, co-directors, the cast, and the technicians, formed with the audience, you, is the true magic of theater. The ability to make you, the audience, feel like you are there, living within the world of the play and feeling it envelop you, is what we are striving to achieve. Even if you only experience this for just a few seconds. So please, listen to us. For all we want is to be heard. In trying to figure out how to convey this to the people of the production, actors, technicians, and audience members, I had to conduct some research. Through this research, I discovered a director has to connect with not only each person, but each character and the entire world of the play. They have to know the strengths, needs, wants, weaknesses, anything and everything they can know. Because each has a driving force behind their objectives. This force is what makes theater dynamite, more dangerous than fire. Theater can shine a light on the world we live in if we let it. So whatever connections we can make to do this, we have to put our all into, because that is what makes theater worthwhile. In conclusion, with these mentor hours in the form of this production, I learned a great deal about the world of theater. I learned that it takes hours upon hours of hard work, complete dedication, the utmost patience, and a passion for the art of theater itself. Mr. Christian Kiley once told me about directing, that there is the potential for great joy in a much different way than an actor experiences. Through this and many other insightful things I have learned from not only him, but this experience in general, I know now more than ever that I want to pursue a career in directing in the world of theater.